Hello, my royal lovelies, and welcome back to the channel. This story is developing. So this is the inside story of how Harry's attempt to return, yes, I said return, to the royal fold. Oh my goodness, I so hope he does not. But this is his plan. This is what everything's been gearing up to. This is exactly the last few videos that I've made. I've been saying that something is brewing, and this, I think, is what's come out over the past 24 hours is the culmination of this. Well, I'm sure there's more to come, but friends have revealed the surprising messages, overtures, and secret rehabilitation blueprint. Oh my God, sounds like Harry's going to war with a blueprint that suggests not everything's sunny in Montecito. Well, we could have guessed that, couldn't we? We all knew that Harry was miserable as sin. We have seen him on all of these occasions when he's out with Meghan. He's supposed to be looking all happy and healthy and winning, as the Sussex squad would have you believe. Harry and Meghan are winning. That's what they say. It's their mantra. Harry and Meghan are winning, 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 winning. Well, it turns out they are big, fat losers because basically Harry's face tells 1,000 words. It is a picture, and that is one of unhappiness. So, friends of Prince Harry conceded a long time ago that they would probably never hear from Harry again. Obviously, he estranged himself from UK, from his family, from his homeland, and from his friendship group. And I'm sure many of them have kind of despaired the fact that they've been kept at arm's length and not been able to help him, to be quite honest. So he hasn't only severed his relationship with his family, but also his friends. But it seems that friends have revealed, and I'm sure Harry and Meghan have sanctioned the revealing of this information because everything is geared up. I mean, is this part of the blueprint of which they speak? I think it is. You know, the blueprint is to sort of slowly drip feed into the media that Harry is returning, that he's reconciling. And then we had the talk from King Charles's camp about the spiritual advisors advising King Charles to reconcile and forgive Harry, almost as if King Charles is sort of saying, well, blame God. Blame God if I accept Harry back into the fold. Blame God. There you go. That's who you need to blame. So, Harry's friends' phones have been pinging with consolatory messages, in other words, grovelling messages. To their astonishment, the royal runway had reached out to them from WhatsApp from years of being in the wilderness, or should I say California. One source said it was genuinely a big surprise. Many of Harry's friends have thought that the Montecito lifestyle has been very ill-suited to Harry, and I think all of us can see that anyway. All of this self-centered psychobabble that he's involved himself in, and goodness knows what else, all of this retribution, shots at his family. It's just absolutely... It's not Harry. Well, it is Harry, but it's not the Harry that we knew of old. I think many of his friends still yet to receive an olive branch are some of his old Etonian friends. So maybe in due course they will. But the source continues that Harry is turning away from all sorts of Hollywood publicists and seeking counsel from his old friends and associates. He's clearly reaching out thinking, I need to do something different because what I'm doing is clearly not working. Well, clearly, I mean, duh. The overtures herald what sources refer to as early steps towards what they hope will be Harry's rehabilitation and possibly a partial return to the royal fold. I mean, I'm not quite sure I agree with any sort of return to the royal fold. Willing to forgive and forget, friends have responded positively and want to actively help him smooth a path back to the UK. Smoothing things over with friends is very different to smoothing things over with your family, especially when you've taken such pot shots at said family. Oprah, Netflix, Spare. Meghan threatening that she's got her side of the story to tell. There's a lot of smoothing over to do, my lovies. Some refer to this task as Operation Bring Harry Back In From the Cold. That's a mouthful. Can we abbreviate it, please? The title is only semi-serious, as a permanent move is out of the question. So they're already saying that basically Harry still wants this half-in, half-out model that he pitched to the former Queen while she was alive, that was unanimously chopped down. But rather than secretly slipping in and out of the country, fugitive-like, as he does now, the hope is that Harry will be able to spend what the source called quality time in the UK. He wants a good old holiday, my loves, back in good old Blighty. Friends noted with approval his last-minute visit to attend the memorial of his uncle Lord Fellows last week, where apparently he stayed at least 4 days. When I made the previous video, I was under the belief that he just sort of flew straight back, but apparently he spent a decent amount of time there. He may have even stayed with the Spencers themselves, or as someone suggested, maybe he stayed at Soho House. I'm thinking staying at Sandringham for 4 days would be a little bit out of the question. Much work is needed to mend bridges and reclaim his friendships. But a publication has learned that a plan for a way forward has already been prepared. It is like military operations. One friend has designed a strategy for how Harry might begin to start moving in the UK circles again. He has put together a blueprint and will show it to Harry if and when there's an appropriate moment. So Harry hasn't even seen this blueprint? Really? I'm not so sure about all of this. The source continued, this person believes there is a real chance Harry could even carry out very low-key royal duties again one day. Really? I don't think low-key royal duties are on the cards. He believes that if Harry comes back to the UK with zero fuss and does zero publicity and attends very mundane events, he could prove himself and win over the British public again. He would have to accept, though, that he might be reduced to ribbon cutting for a long period, but it would give him purpose to work again. It could happen one day if certain members of the family could find it in themselves to allow it. So in other words, Harry's camp is trying to blame King Charles and William, in particular William, I think. That is a barbed aim at, because William is the one, I think, that has the strongest resolves. Can we see Meghan ribbon cutting, being content with ribbon cutting? Well, it's more than what she's managed to get off the ground at the moment, isn't it? Or perhaps she would be completely frozen out, a la Duchess of Windsor style. So yes, as matters stand, it is hard to imagine that Prince William welcoming this kind of plan or blueprint. I don't think William is going to have any blueprint thrust upon him. Too raw are the barbs in spare to make that happen. So, this campaign, I think, has been possibly emerging from one of Harry's closest confidants, Edward Lane Fox, whom he first met on military duties. One friend described Lane Fox as the operation's great white hope. Another source told a publication, if anyone can do it, Edward can. Last time I saw him, I wanted to take him by the shoulders and say, Ed, please bring our boy home. It's the right time, now. I'm not quite sure that now is the right time. When asked about leading the campaign, Lane Fox said, it's not something I've got a view on, I'm afraid. Perhaps covering a few little tracks, I would presume. So yes, I mean, Harry does have a few friends that he has kept in contact with over these wilderness years, but I'm not sure that things are going to take the turn that Prince Harry and Meghan ultimately wish them to. They know that they are frozen out. They know that they are in the wilderness. They know that things are not going well in Montecito. Things are not going well commercially. They know that Netflix is likely to drop them after Meghan's little pet project. That's damage limitation on Netflix's part. Spotify have already dropped them. They haven't got brand endorsements on the cards. So a return to royal life is something that Harry knows. It's a world that he knows well, and he knows that he can do it. But he's burned his bridges, and now they're trying to make amends with friends, with the royal family, and they're trying to get it out. They're trying to turn public opinion. But I say, stay strong, my lovies. Hold your nerve, William. Hold your nerve, King Charles. And do not let them back in from Siberia, because that is where they deserve to stay. Right, I'm off now. I am making this video currently from a hotel room in Barcelona, just hours before we set sail on a Mediterranean cruise. So I have set lots of videos that I hope you'll find interesting ready on the channel to go out while I'm away. If something like this happens, where there's a video that I need to make very quickly, I will do so and get out to you. The ship Wi-Fi is very good. So thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to share on social media, and of course do hit that bell so that you know whenever I upload a new video. So from me, mwah, to you all, my Mediterranean lovelies, goodbye.